Hey guys, what's up, Dario here. I recently purchased a SmallRig cage for my Sony A6300 mirrorless camera, and even though I like the wooden grip that comes with the cage and gives the camera a bit of a more old school look, I decided to make it look a bit stealthier by applying a carbon fiber foil on it. So the SmallRig cage is a great add-on if you want to add more accessories to your camera, like for example an external mic, second screen, lights, grips, and etc. And you can purchase the SmallRig cage for the Sony A6000, 6300 and 6500, and for all of them I will leave a link in the video's description below. So if you own a SmallRig cage for one of those cameras, stick around as I will show you how to apply carbon fiber foil on the wooden grip. In terms of the tools, you won't need a lot, just a pair of scissors, a scalper, and a hairdryer or heat gun. For the foil itself, I use the 3M carbon fiber wrapping foil. I will, for this one as well, include a link in the video description below. And this foil has a very good texture and is very durable. It's the same type of foil that you would get from, for example, dbrand when you order a smartphone or laptop skin. So you can practically use the same foil to cover up anything that you would like. But before I even start with explaining to you how to apply it, I just want to let you know that working with this foil is very difficult, especially when you want to apply it on a more complex shape, like for example this one. The foil is very stiff, and even when you apply heat on it, it cools down really fast and it still doesn't get that flexible. So I would advise you to buy a bit more foil because you probably won't be able to get it right immediately from the first time, especially if you have no experience in applying these kind of foils. Okay, but now let me show you how to apply it, so let's start. First of all, make sure that the wooden grip is clean and grease free. The next thing that you want to do is cut a larger piece of the foil and make sure that there's enough extra foil so that you get it all around the corners. Now peel off the foil and take the grip and center it in the middle of the foil. Stick the foil only on a small surface of the grip and then make sure that the pattern is oriented in a way that you want it to be. After you center the grip, take a hairdryer and start applying heat on the part of the foil that's already sticked on the grip. From there, what you want to do is start slowly working on the foil by rubbing it into the grip. Don't try to cover at once a large surface of the grip, because in that case you will probably end up with bubbles which won't be that easy to get rid of. After that, continue applying heat with the heat gun and rubbing the foil slowly in the grip shape. Don't worry at the moment about the screw holes, as you anyways can't really shape the foil in that specific shape. After you stick everything completely to the edges of the grip, use a scalpel or scissors to cut off the excess foil. Okay, now comes the complex part that made me rethink my approach. As I said in the beginning of the video, working with this foil is very difficult as it's very stiff. Therefore, complex rounded shapes are really difficult to cover. So what I did here in my specific case, I covered the grip from right to left, end to end, and bent the foil to the back of the grip. Since it's too difficult to bend the same piece of foil to cover also the top and bottom part of the grip, I decided to cut out those pieces and cover the top and bottom part with the excess foil from the leftovers. In order to make the cut as accurate as possible, first do a rough cut of the excess foil. And then, in order to make it flush with the grip, use the scalper and cut it as close as possible to the wood, but be very careful not to press too hard so that you don't damage the wood. Also do the same with the screw holes and cut around them nice and slow. After you do that, use the excess foil and stick it on top of the grip and apply some heat on it so that it bends around the edges. After that, repeat the same with the scalper and carefully cut the excessive foil so that it's again flush with the grip. But this time be even more careful when cutting, because if you press too hard you can easily damage the first foil that was applied. Do the same with the bottom part of the grip as well. After that, use some additional excess foil to cover the back part of the grip, as that is also slightly visible when it gets mounted to the camera. Also make sure to cut the foil in the places where the screws have to come through when mounting the grip to the cage. But we're not done yet, since I want to make the edges even more smooth. For this you will again need the hairdryer and a strong flat piece of metal or plastic. You can for example use a butter knife or something similar to that. So what you want to do here is to first use the hairdryer and heat up the edges. And then take the butter knife or whatever you are using and smooth out the edge where the two foils are actually overlapping. Repeat this a couple of times to get a really nice and smooth edge. So in the end I have to say that I'm very pleased with the end results, considering how hard it was to actually work with this carbon foil. The camera now looks much more stealthy, and the only thing that I will still probably do is take some paint and paint the inside of the screw holes so that they don't stand out from the carbon foil. But other than that, this would be it for this video guys, and please do let me know in the comment section below if you prefer more the old school wood look or the a bit more modern and stealthy carbon look. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button, and also don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video, so take care.
It is what our state of mind is like.